Howdy my friends, and welcome back to more of my Zombies Ate My Neighbor's hack. This is Sky Hurricane 89, and we are getting further and further along with this hack here, and we have just passed the 3/4 point. We defeated Dr. Tongue in level 36, and now we are cruising on to level 37. And what kind of crazy levels do I have prepared for us from this point on? Tell you what, there are going to be some crazy ones. And it is Julia's turn, so let's get right to it. I can't believe it. Level 37, my little Wolfy. And I will admit right now, I actually did have quite a bit of fail on this one level. And it isn't from the werewolves, as you know from the title that there are going to be werewolves in this level, but it's actually from tentacles. And I'll show those fails at the end. I really was lucky this time around. But you gotta be pretty fast, because I do have a couple tourist couples that will transform into werewolves. So we have to move it pretty quickly. And you just barely have enough time to go from where I was going to get this last tourist couple. And now, nearly every victim in this level is susceptible to the tentacles. This cheerleader, she even though you didn't see a tentacle in there. She definitely is vulnerable. There's a Pandora's box behind one of these trees. Yeah, that one right there. And I have quite a bit of stuff behind the trees in this level, especially on the top portion. Oh yeah, my little Wolfy. I believe that Thomasmemoryscentral came up with the name for this level. So I thank him for that. I want to kill that tentacle. I will. At least I get that one. I love killing tentacles. I love killing werewolves too. I think I got some stuff behind these trees too. Down here. Let's see, where are they? Maybe I'm thinking of it. Nah, there it is. And you say spring up there in that little pond. Oh yeah, you gotta have spring, man, I tell you. You gotta have some spring action. Oh man, and the werewolves spawn rapidly in this level. They really do. They spawn very, very quickly. It's nobody's business. Get this key down here. I think this is a pretty good level, though. I kind of like the design. And another Pandora's box behind that tree, I think. Good old werewolves, I tell you. Alright, oh crap. But Julia loves that weed whacker. She's very good with it. Don't make me get my weed whacker after y'all. Alright, I am going to gather up enemies, because this barbecue guy up here, the third in this level, he's pretty vulnerable. And there's a monster potion behind that tree there. And there's stuff behind these trees. There's a monster potion, and I want to say a cross and stuff. Dang, you say how quickly they spawn, dang. Rapidly. Nah, I don't guess there is a cross. Another tentacle. Alright. Get our cheerleader up here. I actually think she's pretty safe. I don't even think a tentacle will get her. But the victim down below, even though I've never lost them before, I figured they're pretty vulnerable. Definitely will need this aid kit. Dang, it's ridiculous how fast werewolves spawn in this level. Usually werewolves don't spawn very quickly, but they do in this level. Oh, daggone. I just spilled water on my computer. Alright, I gotta keep going. Never drink and play. so we finished that level. We got our dog there, and so yeah, I'll show you the fail on the end of that level. But now the next level's pretty interesting. Make sure I feel it. Level 38, a dose of lucky. And a dose of lucky it is, because there is a lot of good stuff in this level that I've included. And once again, I think this was Thomasmemoryscentral, his suggestion. And the only danger in this level is, well, nah, there's a few enemies. Yeah, mostly tentacles. They're your major concern. Yeah, because you say they can spawn, you know, fairly close to some of the victims. But I've actually never lost a neighbor in this level in all of my practice runs. You know, I always have to test the levels, you know, make sure there aren't any major glitches. I never have lost a victim in this level, so it's, you know, it's not really too hard of a level. But you could get unlucky with a tentacle, I figure. Tentacles always can bring can always be unlucky. Alright, but yeah, see an aid kit there, and there's a lot of good stuff in this level to get. Of course, I do want to get my bonus for past completion. There's 1, 2. I'm gonna try to keep track of it. Now the other 2 cheerleaders, they're actually not on the field. So far I got 2 shots. 3, 4, 5, 6. Man, I'm getting down, ain't I? 7, 8. Tentacle have some ball. 9. Dang, I barely missed it. Alright, we got it now. Pretty sure we got enough. But it won't hurt to get a couple more just for good measure. Yeah, this is a good, easy level to play ball on, because they spawn so rapidly. Good old tentacles, I tell you. Yeah, I had to put tentacles in more of these levels. This cheerleader down here I just got, she could be, you know, medium risk from a tentacle. But yeah, you also do have evil dolls, but they're really not threatening, you know. They're kind of in their own little house here, you know. Away from all the victims. Get us a monster potion there. Take a little shortcut. Get another aid kit. Definitely will be needed, sure. I think I want a nice Pandora's box. Yeah, and there are even fires in this house, which I guess the fires could get this cheerleader, but I've never had it happen. It'd be kind of hard for them too. And a tentacle could even get her, because the tentacles, they have such a wide range of where they can spawn, you know. I've talked about that several times before. But we're not done. We don't want to go in the door just yet. Because, yeah, look at this. Grooviness. And 1 more aid kit. Actually, I think I could have got that one from the top. From on the field, I think I could have gone through it. Alright, let's just get out of there. Look at that fire after me. Alright, it's time for level 39. I'm excited. I think Thomasmemoryscentral came up with 38, but I'm really not sure. It could have been TMH. I get it all mixed up. Anyway, Monsters Wanted, level 39, the Babysitters Club. Oh yeah, and we have that big baby music, the Babysitters Club. As you say, evil dolls, and you have some nearby victims. So, yeah, you gotta be really careful, because you could end up losing one if you didn't know what you was doing. These evil dolls are so mischievous. I really like this level. I like this level a lot more than level 20. This level's kind of similar. How about I just blow you up? I need that fire extinguisher. I'm pretty sure I put one in this level. Now I have a few high-risk victims, so I am gonna gather up a few zombies here. I think 4 is the most I can gather up because of the big baby. That cheerleader, she's not really high risk, but that baby, there's a baby above near the pool. Oh yes, a fire extinguisher. Yay. Alright. Weed whack you. Well, heck, this isn't turning out like I'd like. Should have just stuck with the weed whacker. Oh. I love that big baby music. Alright, now. Spring will get the little baby above, so I'm gonna go ahead and gather up my zombies. Because I have lost this one above before. For some reason, 4th one isn't spawning. Which is kind of weird. Alright, make my run for it. For some reason, Spring didn't spawn out. She sure can, though. I really like the theme of this level, though. Babysit, monsters wanted, you know. You have all the different types. You have several different types of monsters, and nothing but babies and cheerleaders. Come on, big baby. Take some of this. You gotta defeat it to get that, crap. Yeah, and I even put the random football. Oh, heck, I got Dracula excited now. That's not what I wanted. Oh, heck, I killed it with the cross. That was weird. Cross is not the best weapon to defeat the big baby with. Because, you know, you have to be so close ranged. But it worked. I was trying to kill the vampire, you know, and it worked. And there's stuff behind these trees I don't really remember. I think I put an aid kit, and I think I probably put a cross behind one. I couldn't tell you which one. I think I put Pandora's box behind one. There's different useful items, so always check behind the trees. Alright, and okay, got rid of one. So now I'm gonna weed whack you. Hehe. Oh yeah. We almost got this. That might have been a... Yeah, that was 2 crosses. Okay. Yeah, and what's behind here? Aid kit. Definitely will need. I'm gonna check over behind this fence and see what there is. Fall into the pool. That was pretty cool. What? I guess I put 3 of these in here in this level. I know I had 2. Dang, that could have actually been pretty bad, because I activated him early on. Had to have. He was just meandering around, though, and below the fence. Kind of funny. Kind of wanted to see if Spring would spawn, but trust me, she does. I don't know why she didn't then. I guess she's upset because I was talking bad about her in level 32. Oh gosh. Alright, vampire destroyed. Yay! So that'd be 9,900 points. And the last level of this one, level 40, a horrifying trio. Spiders, Jellyblobs, and Squidmen. Oh man. And y'all, this level right here is a doozy. It has 3 of my least favorite enemies in it. All 3 of them combined. The Jellyblob is my least favorite in the oh no heck. Spring aka Squidmen is the worst in the original. And then the Spider is the worst in the Ultimate heck. Yeah, I gotta get rid of Spring because she'll be threatening to my victims over here. If you don't know what you're doing, you could definitely lose quite a few victims in this level. You got quite a few medium to high risk ones. But one thing is the enemies do spawn really rapidly. So even though that is kind of a pain, it actually is a blessing in a way. Because if enemies spawn really rapidly, it makes it really easy to gather up the maximum amount, you know, and utilize the restrictions. Now, one victim up here to the left is super high risk. If I say, but I already have almost the maximum amount of Jellyblobs. Now, if I killed those Jellyblobs and went for the victim, though, I would be in trouble. Now, that pool guy's high risk, I think. But the tourists are highest risk because the spiders spawns right in there. Definitely want to get this skeleton key in here. That'll be the only way we finish the level. I really love the level design on this one, though. This is one that I'm most proud of. One of the ones I'm most proud of. I spent a lot of time figuring out the tunnels, you know, and stuff. Because if you notice, up until this point, I hadn't used tunnels in any levels. I did use it in 35, but 35 was the first one, and then I really used it, you know, in earnest for this level. Now, these tourists would be high risk from Jellyblob or Spring, as you see, but since I had the maximum amount, it took a little longer from spawn, since I had used that clown on the other side. I don't think there's anything there. Oh, Spring pounced into action. Oh man, the spiders are so annoying. I have to say though, even though the Martians are not my least favorite enemies, simply because they don't kill my victims the most. Even though Martians aren't my least favorite, they are definitely the most annoying, I'd say. Because I lose so much daggum health with Martians. And spiders, you know. Spider may very well take the cake for being the worst. It may very well. I would say spiders first. Then I would say Squidmen. Then I would say Jellyblobs. And then I would say Martians. And then probably mummies. Because mummies take so many daggum things, so much to kill, you know. Unless you have Weed Whacker or Cross. Or Flamethrower. Oh, spiders. No windy. That good. Should just name this level Charlotte City, man. Alright. Now, I've never lost this victim up here, this explorer, but I never like approaching, you know, coming around a long way like that. But I kind of put the spider spawning point far enough away from him. I could have really been cruel though and put it very near him, but I didn't. Well, everybody, that is it for this video here. Stay tuned for the bloopers though, because I am going to attach that at the end here. I hope you enjoyed this part. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share if you haven't done so already. And as always, y'all, have a super awesome day and stay awesome.